Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode we explored a bit of the city and ran into a girl that was being pestered by two students that are known as Team Star. After dealing with them and getting the terror orb, it's time to go for our first day of school, so let's go up these ridiculously long stairs. We have finally arrived to the Uva Academy. There are all sorts of different people and Pokemon at the school, and you're a part of the variety. We finally made it to school. We can do it! Da da da. Here we are! Alright, Donnie, welcome to Uva Academy. This here is the entrance hall. You can sign up for all kinds of classes at the desk behind me, and those holes off the sides. Hides lead to different parts of the school. It's totally big enough to let loose and battle out in here, but for some reason they banned Pokemon battling in the main entrance. Geez, I wonder why. Master Donnie, Miss Minerva, how did you find your first school commute? We had a blast. I imagine Miss Minerva's high spirits helped out with that. She's a true asset to our fine academy. Not that I was expecting any less from our champion-ranked student council president. Reliable as ever, Miss Minerva. Well, I know how to look after my friends, right, Donnie? Oh, but speaking of which, we saw some of those Team Star kids in town, Director. You did? Where? It was down by the stairs at the front gates. They were harassing a kid with an Eevee backpack. That's quite the news. Are they still to be found out there? Actually, Donnie X'd on them and ran them off. You don't say. Of course, it's a fine thing to try and help a fellow student, Master Donnie. But you might wish to show a bit of restraint as you find your feet here at our academy. And Miss Minerva, do remember that the school staff is here to resolve any such problems. Troubles, I meant. Right. Yes, sir, Director. A child with an Eevee backpack, you say? I suppose that might have been Miss Penny. I am relieved to hear she's come to class at least. And Miss Minerva, if you be so good to do a report to Mr. Jock about the Team Star business. As your homeroom teacher, he should be kept appraised of all such going-ons. You got it, sir. But look at the time. You two better hurry along. Classes will be starting soon. We are in Class 1A, Donnie. Come on, I'll show you the way. Good morning, Mr. Jock. Hello, everyone. We have some exciting news this morning. Who wants to hear it? Ooh, me! I want to hear the news. I suppose I should have told you sooner, but we have a new little friend joining our happy homeroom as of today. I wonder what they'll be like. All right, you can come on in. Could I trouble you for a few words introducing yourself? Sure, I'm Donnie. Did you hear that? He seems super friendly and fun. Looks like everyone's eager to get to know you, Donnie. Alright then, who wants to be the first to ask our new friend a question? Me! Can I ask a question? What's your favorite thing about Pokemon? I like battling with them, I like collecting with them, I like playing with Pokemon. I like everything about Pokemon. Really? Awesome! I'm totally the same! Does anyone else have a question for our new classmate? Me, I have a question. You went to all the trouble of enrolling here, so spill, Donnie. What do you hope to get out of it? You must have some kind of dream, right? I want to be a strong trainer. You will be! Oh, I just know it. You and me, we're going to get it so strong battling together. Well, thank you for telling us a bit about yourself, Donnie. I'm Mr. Jock. I teach biology here at the Academy, and I'm also your homeroom teacher. That's your seat, second row from the front. Alright, you ruffians, be nice and friendly to our new classmate. We will, Mr. Jock. Get to know the Academy cabinets by exploring a bit on your own. Yo, new kid, glad to have you. What do you want to talk to me? When class is in session, we tend to be on our best behavior, but our best still isn't that good. Thanks for answering my question earlier. Welcome to the Academy. Looking for Minerva. She got called to the staff room just now. You can now move around the school. Check places on the map. Someone might be hanging around. Perhaps you'll discover something. Time to explore. Yeah, so we currently can't go to any locations worth noting. Let's go to the cafeteria. Hope your studies are going okay. What will you have today? So here you can buy some sandwiches. And I duck for some reason. I've been told there are Pokemon that are camouflaged themselves as fruit. When a Rotom enters a microwave, it turns into Heat Rotom. I heard it changes type. Look at the adorable Sora! In far-off regions, I heard that other regions people like to eat rice covered in stuff called curry. Have you ever had curry before? Why, yes, because I did a Let's Play of the Sword and Shield games. Hey, let's speak to Arvin. Oh, hey! We meet again! You remember me, right? Oh, from the lighthouse. Yeah, exactly. That's my little know-it-all buddy. Got a mind like a steel trap, huh? No need to tell me your name, Donnie, right? The whole school seems to be talking about you. The new kid who showed up with the president and of the student council. I wouldn't even bother showing up for class. But I came all the way to school today. Just to talk with you, our new celebrity. You have got to help me out so I can finally make my dream a reality. What's this dream first? Caught your interest, have I? You want to hear all about my dream, right? Well, this might come as a surprise, but the fact is, I'm all about the picnic life, the great outdoors, the perfectly prepared sandwiches, and all of it. Not a half-added cooking either, I can tell you. Right now, I'm researching new recipes that will help Pokemon feel better. Real health food, see? I found this book the other day, and it had a section about these Herba Mystica things. Basically, there's some kind of special herb that heals up any Pokemon as soon as it eats them. Now, there are a total of 5 different types of Herba Mystica based on what I read. This us taking a little lick of them once they have been powdered will get your blood flowing and provide nutrients, prevent aging, and even boost the immune system. These herbs seem like they are the real deal. Only found here in Paldea, and rare to boot. But this book says they are all guarded by Titan Pokemon, meaning it's gonna be pretty tough to try and grab a few springs. Cause see, Titans are, well, I think they gotta be things like this. Monsters of Area Zero. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we were wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all, one of our teams suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan. Yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest it's biologically separate, to say nothing of its treads of iron. Interesting photo. I really want to get those herbs for myself, but I'm not really good at Pokemon battles. Don't have any friends with strong Pokemon to lend me a hand either. And I do never hear the end of it if I went crawling to that student council girl. But here you waltz up. You gotta help me out with this. You would be perfect. Okay. Nope, wait. I don't need an answer yet. I'll just register the places where it seems there might be Titans on your map app for you. We have the locations of the Titan. We have the False Dragon Titan, the Quaking Earth Titan, the Open Sky Titan, the Lurking Steel Titan, and the Stony Cliff Titan. Titan layers have been added to your map. This starts the Path of Legends. Let it stew a bit, and we can get more into the details later. And in the meantime, take this. A little gift from listening and all. Get a bag of Stardust. A lovely red sand that flows between the fingers with a loose, silky fill. It can be sold at a low price to shops. Give the idea some serious thought, please! I'm gonna have a good meal and get some meal powers. Maybe that will help my grades. I haven't even had first and I already want seconds. Well, let's get going. Oh, we're getting a phone call. This is Donnie, correct? I hacked into your smartphone so I could talk to you. Hope you don't mind. What do you mean by hacked? Well, as far as you're concerned, it means I'm basically in control of your phone right now. My name is Classiopia. But never mind that. It's you I want to talk about. I hear that you're a trainer with serious potential. If that description is accurate, then there's something I do like to ask of you. Tell me, Donnie. You know about the Team Star, right? Yeah? Great, I appreciate you being upfront here. Team Star is a group of troublemakers formed by some Academy students a while back. They cause headaches for the school and try to bring other students down to their level. And I refuse to sit idly by and let them get away with it. So I came up with a plan to bring down Team Star and force them to disband for good. I call it Operation Starfall. But I will need allies to carry out this operation, and I do like you to be one of them. Sure. No need to reply right this second. We can discuss the details some other time. Till then, I'll leave you to it. Bye. Ah, Master Donnie. Please do try to keep your voice down if you're making calls within the school, won't you? I'll be more careful. You don't want anyone else to overhear any personal information, after all. Honestly, there are so many things we need to be careful about out in this day and age. On you go then, young man. Team Star, you say? This will take us to the main hall, so let's explore. So I can use the computer? I heard it's easier to find where I'm going if I look up on the computer, is that true? So if you come here, you can find the Violet Book, the Mysterious Purple Tome. Let's give it a read. The Great Crater of Paldea. The Great Crater of Paldea, a photograph was from the survey team's point of interest. As to the crater, which is visible in the background, luck favored us with fine weather, making for a smooth outset, but clouds obscured the crater's distant depths, where the treasure of legend is said to lie. Now onward and downward. The adventure into Area Zero. Within the Great Crater of Paldea lies a mysterious Area Zero, a place home to such landscapes, such plant life, and such Pokemon as we've never seen. It is inhospitable to human life, and as such, I suspect altogether, that unknown to humankind sleeps in its depths. A photograph of a spot where the survey team rested on day 2 of the expedition. Note the strange symbols inscribed in the ground here. They are left by explorers in the time of the Paldean Empire, or could they be older still? Regardless, they seem as if they hold some meaning. The Area Zero photograph, or chirograph. Ledges of the spiral down into the inner walls of Area Zero, offering a path of descent. Vegetation and source of water are here as well. Legends tell that precious stones or wondrous fruit had long slept in the Area Zero depths. It's protected by some manner of guardian. Pokemon of Area Zero. Sketches by the survey team member. Surprisingly, the Pokemon species we observed in the upper errata of the Area Zero seem a little different from those seen outside the crater, and now and then we heard unfamiliar cries from the lower strata. Interesting fact, there's a picture of a gorilla right there that does not match any known gorilla Pokemon. We see monsters of Area Zero, so Herba Mystica. Area Zero was home to the wondrous herbs that instantly impact vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica, and attempt to grow some in areas around Paldea. However, before we could harvest the herbs, they were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. We called these Titan Pokemon. The Mysterious Plates. During our descent into Area Zero, we came across a buried metal plate inscribing with a strange symbol. We attempted to shave off a piece of the plate but failed, to leave even a scratch. Even determining the nature of the metal seems beyond modern science. We know not why the inscription was made, let alone how. The legendary treasure. Countless days into our descent, we reached the very depths of the Great Crater. There we found a cave with formations of gemstone, and shining blindingly bright as far as we could see. Perhaps the strange light itself is the guardian said to watch over the treasure deep within the crater. The legendary treasure. Oh, we already read this, my bad. An imagined Pokemon. An imagined Pokemon, a drawing of a fantastical Pokemon as envisioned by our sketch artist. The compactness and cruelty of the strange Pokemon that dwells in Area Zero, or its lower reaches, trickled the artist's imagination, prompting this sketch. My bad. Ugh. Ooh, okay, let's try that again. Prompting his sketch of what other species that inhabited these depths might look like. Now, that is a badass looking Pokemon. It is a fusion of the Swords of Justice. And it looks badass. Maybe we'll encounter something like that in future. A phantom memory. During our exploration of Area Zero's depths, Heath strayed from the team and was later found unconscious. When awoke, I could only recall speaking with someone in an unfamiliar place. As if in a dream, I found myself holding a page shown here. The handwriting is my own, but I have no memory of writing this. Our generous sponsor. The author, Heath, pictured with the director of the Uva Academy. The Academy's generous funding made Area Zero's expedition possible, and the data gathered has shared with the Academy in hopes that it will aid in the institution's research work and foster future generations of scholars and scientists. About the author. Heath, the author of the Violet Book, shown here with his partner Cyclosar, a natural historian as well as a writer. He was chosen for the Area Zero expedition and penned his account upon returning from the Great Crater of Paldea. Cyclosar aided the expedition as well by bearing the team's luggage and equipment. A Ice Pelden, while Septa from the Risa team in the crater's lips, I found straight entry, whatever it was, chemo of even live at all. I've no bore sit with layers of surwrapping, higons and graceful bratla, still moonstone on winter as whole it was a mistress is lume in this. So as you can tell, this is not legible, as certain words have been blocked off, so it doesn't make any lick of sense. But what an interesting picture it is. I wonder if we'll ever see that Pokemon. Put away the book. Now, if you actually check the library, you can actually find various books to read, which will probably be the rest of this episode. A book entitled Pokemon Natures. Do you want to read it? Individual Pokemon have different natures, such as people do. You may be able to get an idea of your Pokemon's nature if you watch how they behave on picnics, whether they run around a lot or nap a lot, for example. Pokemon natures influence their stats to a degree. For example, Pokemon with the adamant nature tend to have their attack stat grow stronger than it would otherwise, while their special attack may suffer. Did you know? Hey, did you know that the school was established 805 years ago? Pretty much any book you can read is green. There's a book entitled The Academy Rules and Regulations. Do you want to read it? Dress. Students shall wear their provided uniforms at all times. This is why for a while we could not change our outfits. Hair. Hair is left to the student's discretion. Others. Students should behave properly and strive not to inconvenience others. Addendum. During their independent studies, students may travel freely throughout the Paldea region. However, the Great Crater of Paldea remains strictly off limits due to safety hazards. So between Super and a Hyper Potion, which heals your Pokemon more? I asked so many questions that the teacher learned my name on the first day. Here's another book. There's a book entitled The Student Registry. Do you want to read it? The thick book holds records of the Academy students and when they attended. Wait, what's this? Some of the recent pages have been torn out, so you can't read them. Interesting. I wonder why those pages were torn out. Okay, we got more books to read. There's a magazine titled The Occulteur is the July issue. Do you want to read it? Enigmas of Paldea, File 7. The Iron Jugulis, Pokemon or Machine? This flying life form bearing a resemblance to Hydreigon has been seen in certain corners of Paldea. It is reported to have razed an entire building with high energy blast, then flown off as if to find its next objective. Iron Jugulis is theorized to be some sort of machine in a Hydreigon hybrid, as it combines the former ruthlessness with the latter's ferocity, taking its name from similarity described in the Violet Book. From a small town of Aphrodea, there's so many people here at the school. There's a magazine entitled The Magician's Register. You want to read it? 4 decades into her career, Rhyme, the MC of Rest in Peace, who flows as said to bring the dead to their feet. Maintaining her large following and rap legend status, the theme of death persuades her work, and not just because of her bar sway. When Rhyme was in her teens, her dear puppy Pokemon passed away, and she poured her grief into a song. When she sang it, her partner came back to her as a ghost Pokemon. In that moment, the rapper we know today was born. Pottery Sues help me get the books I can't reach. That's actually pretty adorable. I'm pretty good at Pokemon battles, but I have trouble studying. Think you can help me prep for our next exam? I'm really good at studies, but Pokemon battles are another story. If you could help me become stronger? Magazine titled Sweet Tooth. This tasty pastry wonders is undergoing a popularity sugar rush that got the lines out of the door all day long. It's the Pasasuri Soapberry, located in Colorado. They are ultra central at the foot of a very large tree. As the heart of it all, Katie, the prompter, how do you say that? Who invented the shop? Who inherited the shop? Who invented the shop? From her family, had kept its ovens hard at work. Soapberry's bug-type Pokemon theme is on full display in its pastry lineup, and they are a treat to see and eat. I joined the school because I wanted to learn about Pokemon, but now I'm getting interested in the Stremteract too. Well, we'll read this book. Paldean Sports Monthly. The Sub-Zero Shredder has done it again. The world's second-ranked snowboarder put on a cynic at Moderita Cup, claiming his 6th straight win in Paldea's major competitions. No one has been able to snatch that crown yet. If you think you got what it takes, come take me on, the ice-cold athlete declared from the winner's podium. And you could feel his rivals steel their resolve. We'll see how things unfold in 2 weeks at the Grasdotto Mountain Cup. And with that, I think we'll end the episode here, and we'll explore more of the Academy in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below in your thoughts on this episode, and share the videos, that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.